tutorial on hair, curly hair. I'll show you how I style it. I'm going to tell you about what products I use and just show you exactly how I put it all together. So here are the products I use. This is 613 by Chasdeen from Wen. That's great. This is a non-foaming, it hasn't got any sulfates or anything, it's all natural. It's a cleansing treatment, so you don't need shampoo and conditioner, it's both in one. It makes the hair feel really, really silky and soft. It is quite pricey, so because I use so much product on my hair, I kind of go in between this and then a cheapie. The cheapie is the Tresemme Naturals. And yeah, that's also low in sulfates. In all honesty, I love this so much better, but like I say, it's quite pricey. I've also got this is another Wen product. This is Sweet Almond Mint. Same thing, it's a cleansing conditioner. So you just need this, no shampoo and conditioner. This is an all-in-one. So I wash it, you know, shampoo. If I do shampoo, I do this, and then my Pantene. This is my favourite product really, the Pantene, because I use this as my conditioner, but then I also leave it in and it holds all the curls together and it just feels great. And I've been using Pantene for years as a leave-in product. So once I've washed all the shampoo out, I then actually put conditioner on as you would normally, and I comb my hair through and then rinse it out. Then, this is where this part comes in. This has been kind of like drying. I try not to comb it through much now because, as you can see, the curls are all kind of clumped together. I like to put a part in, depending on where you want it. I normally put mine kind of to the side, so I'm using my mirror. It's off camera right now because I need to see what I'm doing. I kind of put I do my parting kind of like so. I like it on the side. But as you can see, if I do this, it actually brushes the curls out. That's why I say don't comb it or brush it after you've washed it. What I'm going to do now is kind of section a little bit. I'm going to section the hair and put conditioner on basically. So here, I've done this and hair clip. Have to clip it up. Pantene, love it, love it, love it. About so much. I put quite a lot on actually, not going to lie. This, make sure you coat all the hair, and now I just literally go through the hair, through the head, all the way, like so. Clip and coat. Once again, look how much I use, it's ridiculous. That's why I can't all these really expensive products, I would go through it in a second. I'd say every 5 to 6 months I have a texturizer. And basically, it's a relaxer, but we don't leave it on very long, and it literally loosens the curl. What I find it does for me is it obviously drops the curl a bit, and it's a lot easier to manage and maintain. Now, earlier this year, I booked a job where they put colour on my hair. Now, you cannot put a relaxer on top of colour, so I've had to grow out the colour. So now I've got, I don't know if you can see this. Gosh, I've got a lot of regrowth. There's about, I don't know if you can see the difference in curl. This is a lot tighter and then it kind of loosens just here. So I find that when my hair is, well, in its natural state, like it's a lot more curly and a lot more frizzy on the roots, I have to put even more product on. Thank goodness for editing, because otherwise you'd be sitting there watching me do every single bit of this. This in itself probably takes about 10 minutes. And then the drying takes about, for me, about, I'd say give myself 30 minutes, but it could take about 20 to 30 minutes. It's a process. What can I say? I told you I used a lot. I really do. Okay. Right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get the hairdryer and we're going to start drying. And now it's time to dry. So I've got a hairdryer with diffuser. Diffuser is a must because it tends to disperse the heat in a way that doesn't like blow your hair all over the place, because that's what you just, if does that, then you're going to really create a lot of frizz. So yeah, I'm going to get drying. And sometimes I'll scrunch my curls as I dry. This is going to take a while, so I'm going to stop this and I'll be back, as you know, show you what it looks like once it's dried. So this is what it's looking like after about 10 minutes of drying. I think another 10 minutes and it will be full and lustrous. Another reason why I like to dry my hair with my head flipped over is because it then creates lift from the roots. When you flick back, it, you know, will then kind of be a bit more lifted rather than if I'm drying it standing up straight. You know, sometimes throughout the day I will be literally flicking my head over, giving it a shake and then coming back up again, just to add a bit of volume and lift, because it can tend to start kind of flattening down. So yeah, that's it. It's a pretty simple, you know, simple routine really. I don't really have to do anything else to it. When I sleep at night, I actually put it up in a loose kind of in a loose hairband. I tie it up and I wake up in the morning, take that out, and sometimes I've got a bit of indentation from the hairband. So what I'll do is get a little bit of more, just a small bit of Pantene with a bit of water, kind of go over it, and then I will just dry it again. And that takes not even 5 minutes, because obviously the whole head's not wet. You're just kind of dampening the hair down again, trying to get the curl back, and then I'll defuse it again. So I hope that's been helpful, because I know how it can be, especially being either mixed race or just having very coarse curly hair. People tend to ask me a lot, even when I'm out on the street, like, what do you put in your hair? So that's it. All right, so yeah, let me know how that works out for you, or if you have any hair care tips that you can share with me, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. All right, have a safe, fun, fit and fabulous week.